Good evening, Mel.
Good evening.
Mel, as painful as it is, can we head back to the weekend for a moment? The week before, we were denied a winner with only the officials in the ground being the ones to fail to see the ball hit the wheel support. This week, we can see 2 goals with what I consider 2 blatant and somewhat cynical fouls in their build-up. That said, we spent 44 minutes bossing the first half. I think I counted 8 corners to us.
Something like that, yeah.
And then get hit with a sucker punch of a goal conceded with 1 minute to go.
Yeah, I think if you go back to the Chichester game, first and foremost, it was a really good performance again from us. Again, it's a good side. They're a good side. They play a certain way, and they're very good at it. And we went 1-0 up very, very early on with a wonderful goal. They got back in it. We went 2-1 up. Then they got back into it again. But it was a very good game, very competitive game. Second half could have gone either way. And I said to their manager afterwards, if you had nicked it, we couldn't have complained, and if we had nicked it, they couldn't have complained. And then, as we're very good at counter-attacks, last minute we get a wonderful counter-attack, wonderful run from Lorden, great ball in, and we have a shot that, from where we stood, it clearly goes over the line and hits the stanchion at the back of the goal, and then bounces down. And as it bounces down, it hits the wheel and bounces out, but actually hit the stanchion, didn't even hit the crossbar or the post. Everybody knew it went in. I mean, their bench turned to me, so it's goal, it's gone in. And except for the referee. The referee and linesman decided between them, said they couldn't be certain. So that was a real blow. I mean, when you go away, and we've got a lot of injuries, which everyone knows, and to put a sort of performance we did in, which was a wonderful performance, to then be denied by just I don't want to be too aggressive, but poor decision making. Was really disappointing. And then we come home on Saturday and we play a Chatham team who are a very, very good team, well coached, full time, big budget, and first half we were the dominant team by some distance. Moved the ball well, caused them all sorts of problems. They couldn't get to grips with us. Like you said, a lot of corners, a lot of balls into their box, a lot of area, and we just couldn't capitalise on it. Then a very, very, very well worked goal from them just before half time gets them 1-0 up, and that's what the extra little bit of quality gets you, and the full squad to pick from doesn't helps them as well. And it was a great goal, a wonderful save from Eamon, followed in, and then second half we've come out and they've started going very, very direct, a lot of long balls, a lot of direct balls at us. And bear in mind I've got some very, very young players on the pitch at this point with all the injuries. I've got a 16-year-old left back, I've got a young centre half, I've got a young strikers, all sorts of young players in, and unfortunately two I want to say errors from the young lads, but the reality was the first one was a wonderful piece of defending from Jack, and he gets pulled back, and the referee doesn't see it, and they score, the most blatant foul you've probably ever seen. And I said to Jack, you can't trust the referees, unfortunately. It's one of my sayings. You've never met these guys. You can't trust them to make good decisions all the time. So at that point, just clear the ball. And then the second goal was, again, one of our players gets, let's just say, put on his back on the edge of the box.
No, let's say it, Mel. He was body checked.
Yeah, okay, so he was knocked over, and basically the cross comes in, and I got a young lad who's back trying to help defend one of my strikers, and just panics, and it just makes a mess of the clearance and kicks it in, slices it into his own goal. So off the back of a really, really good start, 2 goals that certainly the first one should never have stood. It was definitely a free kick. But we've got young, inexperienced players, and they'll make risky decisions at times rather than the pragmatic, sensible decisions. And then second half, we were still in, even at 2-0 and then 3-0, we were still in the game. And overall, it was a very, very good performance. But they had a little bit more experience.
It did seem that Chatham came out in the second half and perhaps out-muscled us a little bit with their experience.
I don't think it's out-muscled. They put the ball forward a lot into good areas. And again, when you're playing, like I said, we've got 2 of our first-choice centre-halves not playing, our first-choice left-backs not playing. They took advantage of that, and all credit to them. That's what you do. You find a weakness in a team, and it's not that our lads are weak. It's just that basically they're inexperienced, and inexperience costs you. And in all fairness, inexperience and the referees' decision making again cost us. So overall, pleased with the performance, but really disappointed to concede 4 goals, because it was never ever a 4-0 defeat.
No, I didn't think so.
No.
With no Tuesday match this week, the squad get a little bit extra recovery time. We had bad news in the warm-up, losing Darian and Bradley last week. Do you have any good news this week, Mel?
Well, it was Darren and Jesse, actually, not Bradley. It was Jesse.
It was Jesse. Bradley had already gone. Yeah.
So Jesse was ill in the morning, so couldn't make it, and Darian felt his ankle in the warm-up, so he dropped out. So yeah, it was, and again, to start like we did and play like we did was quite an achievement, and all credit to the players. No, we haven't got a lot more good news, unfortunately. We've been trying to get players in this week, and so far to no avail. So we'll go with what we've got. We've got 15 fit outfield footballers, and that includes a couple of young lad trialists, and like I said, some young lads on loan and things we've got. So we'll go in, and we're all looking forward to the Potters Bar game. Can't wait for it. Local derby, day after Boxing Day. What could be better?
Potters Bar, a team appearing to be in transition, as a number of players have left recently, and their new manager bringing in new signings. Is that a good time to play them, or perhaps a dangerous one?
I think any local derby, form goes out the window. It's an old saying that form goes out the window in a local derby, and I think it'll be exactly the same. I think it'll be relatively irrelevant. Both teams will want to win this game. Both teams will want to win it for their fans, and both teams will go hell for leather to win it. And I think the most difficult thing for us is we won't be sure what we're going to face. I know the manager's still recuperating and not in yet. Now I hope he's back for Saturday. I hope he's well, and speedy recovery to him. But of course that'll be different person leading them if he is back to the person who's done the last couple of games. So you look at them when we're doing our analytical work. We're not sure. There'll be a lot of new players in, so we're not sure what to expect. So the focus will be on us, not them. We'll focus on ourselves. The presentation tonight is about us. And about how we improve and what we need to do better. So in terms of it's more difficult because we don't know what they're going to be, because all the new players and the way they're set up, it'll be all new to us. So we will just go there and focus on our own game, and hopefully give them a good run for their money.
Well, we'll let you go and prepare that presentation, Mel, but before we let you go, best wishes and Merry Christmas to you and your family.
Thank you very much indeed, and I'd like to wish everybody here, and particularly the fans, a Merry Christmas. It's been a great first half of the season. I think we've seen some great football here, and we intend to really improve and maintain that, and hopefully once we get everyone back, start picking up our results that we deserve really, and push forward. So Merry Christmas to everybody and Happy New Year, and look forward to seeing you all on Potters Bar. Fantastic.
Cheers, Mel.